In today's video, we'll be discussing the Pythagorean theorem, but before we study it, we need to understand the basics of a right angle triangle and how do we distinguish a right angle triangle. A right angle triangle is a triangle with one angle exactly of 90 degrees. This right angle is what makes it special and easy to spot. Can you look at this little square that tells us that this angle amongst all the three angles is a 90-degree one. Now, a right angle triangle consists of three sides, side A, side B, and a side opposite to the 90-degree angle, which is known as the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is also known as the longest side in a right angle triangle. Now, moving off, Pythagorean theorem states that hypotenuse squared is equal to the two sides squared, a squared plus b squared. Now let's suppose we have a triangle with hypotenuse that is unknown to us, side 1 which is 5 and side 2 that is 6. We'll try to implement the Pythagoras theorem in here in order to figure out for the value of x. We can write it down as h squared equals to a squared plus b squared. H squared will be equal to 5 squared plus 6 squared. Now moving our square to the other side will give us a under root in order to cancel it out from the left hand side of the equals to. This will give me under root 5 squared plus 6 squared. So h squared is equal to 7.810, which is the value for hypotenuse or side x. Now let's suppose we don't have to figure out hypotenuse and we have to figure out either side A or side B. So we'll just try to rearrange our equation accordingly and get the desired answer. Let's say we have a triangle again with a 90-degree on this side. Our hypotenuse is coming out to be 12. Now, how did I distinguish my hypotenuse? Is I figured out the side that is exactly opposite to the 90-degree angle, and I can visually see that this is going to be the longest side as well. I have side x and a side 5. Now I have to figure out for the value of x again. Pythagorean theorem states that hypotenuse squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. In this case, I already have my h squared, so I'll just start placing up my values. This is going to be 12 squared equal to x squared plus 5 squared. I'll try to rearrange the equation in such a manner that I get x as my subject. So to do that, this is going to be x squared equal to 12 squared minus 5 squared. I'll again square root the values, under root the values in order to get an under root on the other side. This will give me under rooted x squared equal to root 12 squared minus 5 squared, everything under rooted. The square and the under root will cancel out and I'll have an under root on the right hand side, giving me x as the subject, and my value is coming out to be 10.90, which is the value of my side x.